welcome back. If you are new, what's up? It's Fox like Karma, Karma the Fox, Cameo the Done, yada dun dada, however you want to know me. It is your girl. As you can tell by the title, we are going to be testing out the Black Radiance and Beauty Bakerie palettes to see if they're a dupe. So I recently purchased the Beauty Bakerie Brownie Bar, and it just looked very similar to the Black Radiance contour palette. It didn't look exactly alike, of course, but it looked fairly similar to where it could be a decent dupe. The Beauty Bakerie palette is $18. The Black Radiance palette is $4.99. If you don't have the coin to spend $18 on a contour palette, you can definitely weigh out your options with $4.99. So let's get right into this video. If you would like to see my thoughts, keep on watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Hit the post notification bell so you can be a part of the gang. Starting out, just giving you guys a disclaimer, my mirror is going to be this way, so I'm going to be looking in this direction most of the video. First, we have the True Complexion Contour Palette from Black Radiance. This is, like I mentioned before, $4.99. You can purchase this in Walgreens, Walmart, Target, and any drugstore that you have in your area. When you first open up the palette, it's a fairly large palette. It has the directions up here, and it just gives you some direction on how to kind of let you know what these shades are for. So you have the darkest shade in the palette, which is the contour shade. You have the browner shade in the palette, which is the sculpting shade, which would typically be your bronzer. And then you have a highlighter in the palette. This highlighter is more of a gold, rose gold champagne color. If you swatch it, it is a super gold highlighter. It looks more of like a copper rusty shade on the skin, and if you swatch it. The Black Radiance palette has a total of 0.38 ounces, which is 11 grams. Black Radiance is also cruelty free. Does not have a lifespan or any type of shelf life written on it, so I'm assuming that once you purchase it, you could use it until you're finished with it. Moving over to the Beauty Bakerie palette. So this palette retails for $18, like I mentioned earlier before. Also in this palette, there is a total of 3.8 grams, 0.13 ounces times 3. It's definitely more product in the Black Radiance palette, which is a great thing because already it's cheaper and it has more product inside of it. Here is what it looks like in the inside. Now starting out with the darkest shade, which would be the contour shade. So it doesn't have any type of diagram to explain to you how to use this palette. They're pretty much expecting you to already know how to use it. You should be a pro at that point. They have the darkest shade, which is the contour shade, which is over here. Then they have the sculpting shade or the bronzer, which is a lot more orangier and warmer than the sculpting shade in the Black Radiance palette. And then you also have their highlight shade in the palette, which is a gold, really vibrant gold shade. It looks more like a yellow shimmery gold than the Black Radiance palette, where that one looks like a warm copper gold. Let's get right into this video. On this side, I'm going to be doing Black Radiance. On this side, I'm going to be doing Beauty Bakerie. I love to use angled brushes when applying my contour. One of them is just a bedazzled one. The other one is an e.l.f. angled brush. I love them both, and you guys see me use them in all my videos basically. I like to start with the sculpting shade in these palettes just because it gives more of a warm look, and I feel like it's a shade that you apply to kind of give warmth to the look before applying the contour shade that kind of really goes back in and add that depth. So digging into the sculpting shade from the Black Radiance palette with the glittery brush, I am just going to here is the sculpting shade. I'm also going to take that sculpting shade with the brush, as I would do if I'm doing any makeup look, and just bring that alongside my nose. Okay. Here is what this side looks like now that we have sculpted it. Here's what this side looks like with nothing on it, just so you guys could clearly tell that there is definitely some product laying on the skin. Moving over to the Beauty Bakerie side, we're going to go in with their sculpting shade. Now this should be interesting because the sculpting shade definitely is a little bit more warmer, so I'm curious to see how it's going to look on the skin compared to this side over here. Can you guys see the difference right now? So I can say this side of my face definitely looks a lot more warmer, but if we're talking about from a distance and on camera, I really don't see too much of a difference. But you guys should definitely let me know down below right now, when we're talking about just these sculpting shades, which one do you guys prefer? Also, do they look different on camera? Now let's jump right into the contour shades. I'm going to use the same brush that we used for the sculpting shade, because that's what I would do with any makeup look. And then we're going to dig right into the contour in the Black Radiance palette. And we're just going to... Now that is very pigmented to you guys. I know you see that. So we're just going to go ahead and add that. And I'm going to dab that along my face and on my forehead, and then just go back in over here and blend it out. And I don't know if I mentioned, this is the medium to dark palette. If you guys want something to reference, you can get the light to medium, and then they have the medium to dark. And then I also think they maybe have the dark to deep dark version. Just to give you guys some range, take our e.l.f. angled brush and dig into the Beauty Bakerie Brownie Bar palette and dig into that contour shade. Okay, so that is what it looks like with the first application. I'm not sure if you guys could see that or if it's picking it up. The Beauty Bakerie definitely feels a lot more smoother on the skin in applying it. It definitely kind of glides on a lot smoother, but there isn't too much of a real difference when I'm looking at it like in the mirror and on the camera screen. Hey guys, so that is what they both look like. Now that we have both of the contour shades on, you guys let me know down below in the comment section, is there a difference between the contour on camera? Do one side look a little bit more darker than the other? Is one side more warmer than the other? Or is it fairly similar? If so, then it's seeming like this is passing for a dupe video. Now last but not least, we're going to dig into the highlight shades just to really top everything off. I am going to take the Black Radiance highlight shade with a brush. This is a stippling brush from BH Cosmetics, and I'm just going to just add this right on the skin. And it always looks so natural, so bronzy. So I know exactly what to expect with the Black Radiance. I really love their highlight shade. And I'm just going to add a little bit right here just so we can really get some perspective on the color. Just going to wipe this brush off because this is actually like my favorite brush to use for highlight. Also wiped it off before applying that shade, so the brush was damped when I applied this shade, and it will be damped when I apply the other shade from the Beauty Bakerie palette. Wow, okay, I feel like this one is a lot more glossy for sure. Seriously. This is a dupe if I ever seen one. I'm just gonna take them both down the bridge of my nose. Okay, that is it. I know it was a fairly simple video, but realistically, look at my face. Okay, you guys, comment down below and let me know, did we catch a dupe? Is this a dupe? Is the Black Radiance palette a dupe for the Beauty Bakerie Brownie Bar? Because what it looks like to me, I think this is a dupe. It looks so similar. You literally, I wouldn't be able to tell that I'm wearing two different contours and bronzers and highlighters. Okay, you guys, so that is it for today's video. As expected, I think that these palettes are definitely dupes to one another. The Black Radiance palette is a definite dupe to the Beauty Bakerie palette. Everything isn't spot on, but if we're talking about comparison after you apply them on your face, from the palette to the brush onto your skin, it looks completely similar. So if you want to save some coin, you can definitely do that by purchasing the Black Radiance palette for only $4.99. However, if you're just obsessed with the formula of Beauty Bakerie, those palettes are only $18, and again, everything is completely similar. If you have the Black Radiance palette, you should definitely step out and splurge a little bit more and reach for the Beauty Bakerie Brownie Bar palette, because I think you would really enjoy that. Other than that, you guys, that is it for today's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Hit the post notification bell so you can be a part of the gang.